Hey guys, welcome back to Learn BC. You're here with Jared, and I've been asked this, so I'm going to make a slip-in video here, not as an advertisement, just to give you some ideas for the Shop Floor Kiosk. What does our Shop Floor Kiosk console look like? So, how have we done it? Now, in my experience working in manufacturing, there's a few things that become really problematic for shop floors. One is the condition, the dust, the dirt, the grime. The operators, so we tend to deal with a lot of fabricators, welders, those that are manufacturing product from, building an item, whether it's plastics or rubber or whatever. And so you get a lot of grit in the air, and it goes over anything you put out there. So if you put a standard desktop computer around the workshop, it's going to be filthy and it's very hard to maintain. So we wanted something that would be clean and easy to maintain. But also what we wanted is something that couldn't be moved. So it's literally dyno bolted to the floor or to a pole, and it could survive. Really, it might dent, but it would survive being knocked by a forklift type of thing. Okay, so what we some of the things that we wanted to consider. All right, and so the touch screen itself, we use a tough glass, but it's a large. Like I've got a few of them that are 32 inch or 27, 24 inch touchscreen consoles. Okay, so the touchscreen one is solid sealed, and the only condition is your cleaning team, as they come through, they empty the bins, they need to wipe it down every day because it needs the glass cleaning like any glass would if people were filthy with it. So depending on the size does matter, not being crass or anything, size does matter. So if you're on a smaller machine and it's a CNC machine and that touchscreen is dedicated to that CNC machine and it's task orientated, I'd get a smaller screen, like even down to 12, 16, 17 inches, like smaller. But when you're talking about an engineering team and they're like, they need the plans, they can click on the plans through the links and they can scale with their fingers and flip pages and whatever else based on just using their hand. And that way we don't have pieces of paper laying all around constantly across the floor. So paper is, to the screen is one of the things that I would consider. If you've got a line where you want one for the design files, you have a big screen, and then all of your stations have a smaller screen, that's up to you. The second thing that's important is the barcode 1D and 2D scanner. You need to have, just for clarity, 1D is your traditional barcodes. I don't think I've got one here, that you get on a Coke bottle, all right? And so 2D is like your QR code style codes. So think of it like that. There are a lot more codes than that. So for those who are professionals in the industry, please don't take me as summarizing. But it's important that scanner can scan and is customizable. So like one of the common ones that we get here in distribution in Australia is interleaved 205, and you've got to be able to go through those settings and go, yes, we recognize that, and turn these other things off. The third thing for us here is it's got to be robust, okay? I mean, like we dyno bolt this to the floor. It needs to be welded steel. Ours come on a pallet. They're heavy, super heavy. The last thing I would say as a warning is it's got to be dust proof. So what we put together, and we manufacture these ourselves out of China, is effectively a stand. And so feel free to steal this idea. And so effectively it's got the scan controller and the computer down the bottom. And on top is a fingerprint scanner. You've got a camera and speakers. There's a USB port, and then there's the barcode scanner built into the pillar. Now, a new version of this has changed, and it now has a handgun on the side attached as well, just because sometimes the guys need something to scan something, but it's robust. And so this is effectively what we do. And this is a picture of one in a boardroom. Now, I don't want to make this look smaller than it actually is. Like this screen here, the bottom of this screen would be to to my belly button. You know what I mean? Like this thing is tall, and this would be to the to the top of my chest. And so when you're standing over it, now sometimes people put these on things, and it's like, then you need to be 6 foot tall to look at it. But the point is, like, it is a solid unit, and you can't really go wrong with that. So sure, people will go, hey, why don't I just use a tablet or an iPad? Yeah, I'm looking for something that's sustainable, that can last. iPads don't really work. Android tablets, sure, but then you've got devices floating around. We've gone and bought before there's Australian-made tablets that you can actually then get barcode scanners on, and it just doesn't work. They're rubbish, right? It just doesn't work in the warehousing environment that we're using. It might work for you, it does not work for us, and we need things to be consistent, and we need them to be at the login screen at all times for Shop Floor. So when we walk up to it, we act and we work. And then depending on the client, we have kiosk software that runs on it that just maintains and keeps the Windows itself completely locked out, so users can't go and get up to no good. And the other thing that we do on this, is we wire it in, so it's hardwired into the network. It's Ethernet cable into the network, and we recommend that every single time, because for whatever reason everybody puts wireless everywhere, which is great, but then you get dropouts or problems, and you just don't want that on your production line. So we like to keep everything hard cabled for the production line. So I hope this helps. This gives you a bit of perspective as to what we do.